Hello, and welcome to another Motivational Monday, where we get it in gear for the upcoming week. Are you guys so excited for a brand new week ahead of us? Me too. Before we get started, I just want to reiterate that this video is geared toward ages tween through adult. But grown-ups, if you have watched this video in its entirety and you feel it could benefit a younger child, then by all means, please feel free. I leave that in your hands. Let's start out the week with our quote. Failure is simply an opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. Henry Ford. Now, Henry Ford was an industrialist, and he was born July 30th of 1863 out in Wayne County, Michigan, and he died on April 7th, 1947 in Dearborn, Michigan at the age of 84. Now, when Henry Ford was just 13 years old, his father gifted him a watch, and like most 13-year-olds, he had to take the watch apart and see how it worked. Well, the part that they didn't expect was he was able to put it back together quite quickly and efficiently. And it impressed his friends and family so much that they started bringing their timepieces to him for him to fix for them. So Henry Ford went from fixing those timepieces for his friends and neighbors to, in 1892, inventing the very first gasoline-powered automobile, what people referred to as the horseless carriage. In 1896, he made the first model car, and it was named the Ford Quadricycle. Now, many companies and many designs later, he finally established the Ford Motor Company in 1903. Now, in 1908, the Model T rolled out onto the streets, and it was known as the Tin Lizzie. It was the very first automobile that was affordable to most Americans at a price of about $850 a piece. Now, in 1913, that dropped to $310 a piece when the first moving assembly line was put into play in that Ford Motor Company. What that did was not only cut the price substantially, but it also cut the amount of time it took to build a vehicle from 12 hours all the way down to 2.5 hours. Now, in 1914, Henry Ford established the 8-hour workday, 40-hour work week that we know today, and he also put in place a $5 daily wage for an 8-hour shift, which was double what the workers had been making up to that point. Now, in 1927, he teamed up with his son Edsel, and they made the Model A. And what that did was push the Ford Motor Company into the forefront of manufacturing automobiles here in the United States. It's important to note that especially later in life, Henry Ford was very much a pacifist and very against World War I. In fact, in 1936, he established the Ford Foundation, whose mission statement is to reduce poverty and injustice, to strengthen democratic values, to promote international cooperation, and to advance human achievement. So, speaking of human achievement, does everyone remember what their goal was? Did you get it done? If you remember, my goal was to get my Etsy store set up. I did not get my Etsy store set up. I also did not film Motivational Monday, and I did not film Wednesday Phew last week. In a nutshell, I had overbooked myself, and I ended up getting food poisoning. So none of that happened. But as Mom Carol and Grandpapa both said, it's okay. Take a deep breath. Everybody has a hiccup now and then. It's okay. You'll just get back up there and do it again. Do it next week. But the point is that you don't quit. Well, my mama didn't raise no quitters. In fact, she said I was rather stubborn. I would like to use the word tenacious. I think it has a little more positive spin to it. But I'm not a quitter and I don't give up. And so, like Henry Ford said, failure is simply an opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. So I've planned out my week a lot with a lot more thought. And although I did not get my Etsy store set up and my filming didn't happen last week, I did get my Patreon account, my PayPal account, and my Poshmark selling account. All of those were all set up. So see, I did accomplish some things. So for my new goal for the upcoming week, you may have noticed that the children are going back to school. Those children are going back to school and they're needing face coverings. Well, the adult size face coverings that I make and sell fit about tweens through adults, but I don't have anything yet for those young folks. So I bought some fun fabric and I am going to spend the week designing a couple of versions of elementary school children's size face coverings. So hopefully I will have some cool little examples to show you next week. All right, so you ready for the fun part? The Book of Awesome! I have a link in the description box if you'd like to buy your own copy. Today, we are going to read about the Laugh Echo. While sitting around the lunch table in 10th grade, my friend Mike accidentally squirted himself in the face with a juice box. He thought it was empty and squeezed the daylights out of the thing, causing streams of apple juice to drench him completely. His hair soaked, his eyebrows dripping, his mouth slowly and painfully dropped into a perfect O of shock, while everybody around him rolled with laughter. For years after that, whenever that crystal clear image of Mike's sticky, juicy, surprised face suddenly popped into my head, I would burst out laughing. I just couldn't help it. I had a laugh echo. Yes, the laugh echo is when you laugh out loud after suddenly remembering something funny that happened a while ago. It's a random and hilarious event that can occur with family, with friends, or, for bonus points, when you're by yourself in a crowded place. Now, laughing really is good for us. Yes, it helps protect our heart, lowers our blood sugar after a meal, helps us sleep, juices up our antibodies and blood flow, and gives us mini cardio workouts throughout the day. Honestly, have you ever seen babies just laughing uncontrollably for no reason? They know the score and are probably just remembering something funny that happened in the womb. Folks, you know it and I know it. We can learn so much from the baby. So next time you let out a big laugh echo in public, just love it lots. Because life's too short, my friends. Let's squeeze in as many laughs as we can get. Then, at the end, when we're really old and gray, when our bones are brittle and our hair is hay, how will it feel when we look each other straight in the eyes and burst out laughing? I think we both know the answer to that. Awesome. So if you've enjoyed what you've experienced with me here today, I'd invite you to click that like button below and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of the content that I put out during the week. We have Motivational Monday, where we get it in gear for the upcoming week. We avoid the midweek meltdown by doing Wednesday Phew, where we get rid of the yuck and we refill our giving cups. And as always, we have our Little Friends Friday, the home of story time with Granola Grandma. It is geared toward younger children, but all are welcome to watch and enjoy. Would you like to help support Granola Grandma be able to make more inspiring and empowering videos like what you've seen here today? You can make a one-time contribution via our PayPal account, or you can become a monthly contributor by visiting our Patreon account, both linked below in the description box. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. It always makes me so happy to know that we've had this time together to inspire each other and empower each other to reach our dreams. Until we meet again, just remember, I love you.